you? Happy Monday. Maybe some of you are driving home from work right now, but there's so many things that I want to talk about, and this one today is really important. I do want to check in with all of you who watched my video from yesterday, from last night, because I actually had given you an assignment to do before you went to bed, and I want to check in on you guys and see if you had actually done it. But I want to talk about what's really happening right now, and I know a lot of you guys may say astrological events or, you know, made up BS or whatever, and I'm not real big into them. Like, I'm not, you know, anybody who's an expert at it, but I have a lot of people that are surrounding me. I just posted on my Facebook page my friend Meg Benedicte. She's on Mount Shasta, and she actually is just incredible. She had an awakening, and she's really like plugged into the grid. And I'm not even like, I'm into quantum stuff, but like I haven't even gone to that place. So she's an amazing one to tap into. But read her update about what's going on right now. Hey, you guys. Oh my gosh. Nicola, how are you, my love? Amy, hey, girl. What's going on? Kathy. So, okay. So I want you guys to really just listen, okay? So take a deep breath, you guys, and just get into a grounded space, center, okay? Just find your center, breathe. I want you guys to really tune into what I'm going to say here, okay? Because it's really profound. And again, if you're trying to live your best life ever, and if you're trying to change your ways of being and your results in your life, then this is a really great time for you to start examining and making different choices, all right? It's always about choice anyway, but right now, the universe is really supporting us. Guys, this is a friendly universe, just, you know, despite what you may think. The universe provides ample opportunity for us to make different choices, it supports us energetically. And right now, I mean, again, the light is being shown on the planet in crazy ways. And let me just tell you what, right? I'm literally stepping back from my business this month. I mean, I'm taking care of the clients I have. I'm literally stopping one aspect of my business so that something new that's happening is going to come into being. And so this is where you get to tune in and really listen to what is on your heart, what is true for you, and you get to follow it. Or not. I always like to follow that up because not everybody follows their intuition. It's really difficult, right? It's a journey. It's about trust. It's about faith. It's about really believing that Spirit has your highest and best good at heart. Hi, guys. Love you. Love you so much. I don't have my glasses on right now, but I really want to talk about this again. So get into a space, a centered space. Breathe, okay? So I'm taking a step back from my business and I'm creating a couple of things. I'm not sure exactly how it's going to all work out, but again, I walk one day at a time with Spirit. I teach you guys this, and I walk the talk. I live what I teach. That's what I do. That's why I like to teach it, because I've been successful with it and I know how difficult it can be, okay? Also, I'm going to be serving out for literally every weekend in August. I'm going to be serving out in the Ascension Leadership Academy, helping other people transform. So literally, I'll be off the grid probably. Then I'm going to Texas to work with Allison Bird again. I think I told you guys. I will literally be off the grid, more than likely, for 3 weekends out of this entire month. And then I'm getting ready to move. So there's a lot going on within the next 4 to 5 weeks. There's a lot of stuff going on for a lot of people, okay? So, but for me, if you really want to get into this and listen to your heart and listen to what's next, thank you for the heart bombs. I love you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that so much. You get to follow your next steps. Like Veronica and I came on yesterday and we talked about really feeling into what's true for us. Last night I shared a video with you guys about how you can start creating what it is that you want. And I will share about that more either in this one or in another one, okay? Because it's really true. This is super important, you guys. Remember, the energy support us. So tonight is a full moon lunar eclipse that is actually already happening. It's a very powerful Leo solar eclipse, and it's going to have incredible effects on the planet. Maybe some of you have already seen it in the way of technology not working, things not working out, plans being, you know, thwarted, whatever it is, right? For me, literally this nesting, this preparation phase. August is like this step back, pull back. You're feeling the, you know, the energy of not doing so much, but being in a space of listening to your intuition. What's happening for you? What's the next step for you? Take a step back, nest. Do what you need to do. Serve out, focus out. I like helping other people. That's why I'm focusing out. I'm going to do some more things for my business, but I'm not even sure that that's the way my business is going. But that's my next step, right? So what's also happening is there's this thing called tomorrow that starts. It's called the Lionsgate 888. Again, tune into my Facebook page. Meg Benedicte just posted her blog post, and it really just, shares exactly what's going on. It's amazing stuff. So humanity, you guys, is being called to master their emotions, to become, we call it in ALA, we call it actually to increase your emotional intelligence, because there are a lot of us that are emotionally immature. And so emotional maturity is really important. And also, the really cool thing about this whole month, it's going to impact people's lives in really, truly in unexpected ways. Unexpected ways. And so again, we're talking about relationships being impacted, businesses being impacted, all aspects of your lives will be impacted. And you get to look at the lesson of this. It's going to be uncomfortable. Remember, transformation is super messy, you guys. So what's happening is the universe is trying to get us to go from chaos to order. And that, I've been speaking into that a lot in my own life. So maybe this will resonate with you guys, okay? So I just recently stepped back from something, and some people that I love, that I absolutely love, they're part of my soul family. But I was starting to feel chaos around the situation. I was feeling uncertain. I was feeling drama trauma. I was feeling a possibility of drama trauma. So what I did was I decided to follow my inner gut. Now, it's hard to do that when you love people, or you're in a situation that you don't really want to leave, or you're really in some situation that feels good to hang on to, because that's your normal pattern, or you're afraid if you let go of something or somebody, right, they're going to go away and never come back. That's not the case, you guys. One day at a time. Life is happening for you. Remember, life can happen in the blink of an eye. It can actually change in the blink of an eye. It always happens in the blink of an eye. It can change in the blink of an eye. So I stepped back. I'm stepping back from my biz. I'm serving out. I'm going to be going to work on my business. I am going to be packing to move. I am stepping back from things that feel chaotic to me, or possibly filled with drama, or a place that could go to a dramatic place. And actually, literally, what's happening for me, and look at your own life in this as well, what's happening for me is, whereas I used to be addicted to drama, my whole life was drama. Like I said, rape, abuse, molestation, toxic relationships, divorces. I mean, my whole life was just this gigantic open wound, right? And so there are aspects of that still feel comfortable for me, but now not so much, because I've been doing so much of the inner work. I'm feeling discomfort from anything that feels chaotic, or not in alignment, or not in integrity, or game playing, right? I'm not really into stupid human games anymore. I don't want to play them. I don't want to be a part of them. I'd rather just be alone doing what I do than be in a situation that may present me with chaos or drama. Seriously, I'm being called to peace. I'm being called to make a difference in people's lives. And if I'm spinning in my own life, right, you guys? Hey, everybody, I don't know who's there, but thanks for joining me. If I'm spinning in my own life, you guys, look at this. If you're spinning in your own life, if you're spinning in your story, if you're involved in something that's causing drama or chaos with a person or your situation at work or anything, if you're feeling any of that, emotional maturity, you guys, is looking at it, actually having the emotional intelligence to look at a situation and say, that is not in my highest and best good. It doesn't feel good. It certainly doesn't serve me. Why would I want to go there? When you're emotionally immature, like most of us grow up, right? Then we make decisions that are based on ego. They're based on fear. They're based on lack. They're based on attachment. So we feel like we need to do things right now, or they're not going to happen, or they're going to change, or whatever. When you're walking in spirit and you're emotionally mature and you have emotional intelligence, you know that everything changes in the blink of an eye. Anything is possible. When things are moving and shifting, it doesn't mean, it may mean no for now. It doesn't mean no necessarily for the future. It means today it's a no. Tomorrow may be a yes. But you go with your gut. Are you getting me on that? Are you getting me on that? Yeah. Put a 1 in the box if you're getting me on that. Life can change and does change in the blink of an eye, you guys. If you get that, let me know you get that message. Again, a no today doesn't mean no tomorrow. This is emotional intelligence. Are you living from a space of emotional intelligence? Or are you living from a space of wounds and fear and lack? What are you living in a space from? What's your space like? okay? I don't know if you guys are still on here or you're hearing me, but if you're tracking with me, if you're listening to me, let me know you're in here and let me know that you're getting what I'm saying, okay? Again, that's one of the things that I learned in ALA. I've been doing the work anyway, but Ascension Leadership Academy really teaches you emotional intelligence, right? It's not from a place of being clingy or being needy or being fearful. You make decisions that are in your highest and best good that move you forward into the next step, right? So anyway, I've made some choices to step back from some, a couple of things, serve out, to actually keep myself actively being generous and doing some things that are helping others transform as well as myself, right? So this is really a time, again, of nesting and just being, okay? So again, you guys, this month is rich. It's really rich as far as bringing you things that are going to make you uncomfortable, push you out of your comfort zone. And you get to do one of two things, right? If you're in a relationship, you guys, relationships are huge. So are business relationships, relationships with your kids, your family. Could be a whole different situation, but I love relationships because relationships are such an incredible ground for growth. They're amazing. So if you're in a relationship that just doesn't serve you, right? Like if you're in a relationship that feels kind of good, but doesn't feel kind of good, it feels out of integrity at certain points, or there are some things that just don't feel aligned, but you kind of ignore them, you just allow them to be, and you just play the game and you just do it. But there's this heaviness of the relationship, like it's not 100% happy, aligned, healthy and integrous and communicative. It's like there's something wrong with it. There's just some parts of it that aren't right. If you're hanging on to that, you're looking at disaster, because it's not your truth. It's not integrous. It's not aligned with who you are. It's not in your highest and best good. Anything that feels heavy and out of alignment is not in your highest and best good. But you get to stay in it, or you get to not stay in it. It's up to you. I have to tell you guys, when I was, you guys are so quiet. Oh my God. Am I talking too much, too fast? Hopefully you guys can get me. Anyway, I'm glad you joined me. So I just wanted to share a little bit about my 15-year relationship that I had. This was after 2 marriages, 2 divorces. And this is a relationship that I saw this guy. I met him because I was shopping for, stage clothes. And I saw him and I thought he was really handsome. And I literally set an intention that I wanted to be with that guy. Well, I found out he was with somebody else. I left my business card. Literally within 6 weeks, he got in touch with me and told me that his relationship had ended and he wanted to begin a relationship with me. Now, be careful what you ask for, and look at what you're asking for and what space are you asking from. Really important, because this is going to sound superficial, but this was me, 20 years ago, 25 years ago, and this is what a lot of people do, okay? So there was another person who I had a great relationship with, and an intuitive told me that he would have been the better choice. But this guy that I saw was handsome, and he was like eye candy to me at that point. And I was like, I really want to be with somebody who's beautiful and handsome. And, that's like my dream, right? It came true. And the thing is that it became a nightmare, right? The relationship was super toxic, super controlling. He was very good to me. We went on a lot of vacations. My daughter was well taken care of, but I suffered. I was miserable. I was controlled. There was no love. There was no connection. There was no growth. There was no nothing. There were some other things that were kind of sick, and I'm not going to talk about those either. They weren't aligned and they weren't healthy, okay? But every time I thought about leaving him, I thought, no, I don't want to leave him. He's eye candy. I love being seen with him. I love going out to dinner with him. I love going to the bars with him. He's so beautiful. He's so beautiful. And even though I was discomfort in the relationship, even though I knew behind closed doors, the relationship was pretty shitty, right? There was no real connection. I stayed anyway because I was so freaking superficial. My emotional intelligence was like all-time low, right? I was like emotionally immature, like nobody's business. I had asked for the relationship to come in. Clearly, I asked for it because it was a growth period for me, a huge period of growth. And that's the relationship that led to, right, the wildfire taking our house in 10 minutes and my the breast cancer, it wasn't mine, the breast cancer. So the whole thing was kind of like pre-paved, like I called it in and it happened. But again, why are you in the relationship, guys? Look at the relationship. Is it because somebody's beautiful? Is it because they have clout? Is it because it's somebody that you don't think that you could ever be with, and like you feel like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm with this person. What is holding you to your relationship? What is holding you to any relationship that you're out of integrity, that you're emotionally being immature about? What is it? Is it worth your discomfort? month is going to bring up all this shit. It's going to bring up, I mean, all this stuff. You're going to get triggered. The other person's going to get triggered. You guys are going to grow like nobody's business. Lots of relationships are going to end. Lots of business transactions are going to end. Lots of people who are doing business a certain way, that's going to change. For me, things are shifting into another paradigm with my business, who I am, what I'm here to do. That's what's happening, you guys. So look at this time in August. Again, be aware and on the lookout for things that are unexpected. That's what this energy is about. It's about transformation. It's about bringing up those shadow spaces. It's about, aligning with your emotional intelligence, making decisions that are in your highest and best good. Why wouldn't you want to do that? So for me, again, having done all the work that I've done, right? I know that those old decisions feel good, right? They feel so good to just be in trauma, and like the old decisions, it's like, oh, but I don't want to let go of that. Like it feels good in some sick kind of way, right? And again, remember, a no today doesn't mean a no tomorrow or a no next month. It means no right now. It doesn't even mean no. It means step back from whatever's happening that's trauma in your life. Remember, these changes, this astrological stuff is taking us from chaos to order. Chaos to order. If you're in chaos and if you're creating drama in your life and if you have drama surrounding your life and if you're spinning and if you're looking for one thing and you can't figure out what it is that you want because nothing's making you happy and you keep moving, you keep going, it's blah, 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 right? If you get into that space, you're lacking in your emotional intelligence. You are not making decisions in your highest and best good. You are hanging on to people and things that no longer serve you and are no longer aligned with you and are trying to tell you that, but you get to make the decision. Do you want to stay there or don't you? You want to rise in consciousness right now. You can't, like everything looks the same here, right? I'm looking at the mountains, like I know everything changes on a daily basis, but the light is being shed. We are raising our vibrations. The consciousness of the planet is lifting. Does it mean it's lifting for everyone? No, everyone has the opportunity to step in, to raise their vibrations, to go from 3D to 5D, to start creating the life that they want, not a life of hell on earth. We want to move to heaven on earth, right? So you guys get to choose. Again, read the article from Meg Benedicte on my Facebook page. I just posted it. It's about the Lionsgate 888, about all the astrological events going on. So use these times to benefit you. They're so freaking exciting, you guys. They're so juicy. That's why last night I gave that little presentation about before you go to bed, create what it is that you want to create. Create amazing and miraculous things. And remember, life changes in the blink of an eye. And it doesn't have to be that you're going to, break a leg or lose your job or get into an accident and die. It can mean that all kinds of amazing things can come to you that you really want, as opposed to things that are scary, the unknown, right? Never fear the unknown, because you guys always make the unknown so scary. The unknown is the unknown. Even if you have a job and you have job security and you think you have everything together, you're still living in the space of the unknown, you guys. It doesn't matter what you do, what choice you make, where you are right now in this present moment. Everything that's happening right after I get off this call, tomorrow, tonight, the next day, it's all unknown. Everything can change in the blink of an eye. Can change for the better, can change for the worse. Set your intention. What is it you want to create? What is it you want to create? Truly, you guys. So, again, step back if you feel like you need to nest, if you feel like this is a time of, like for me, contemplation, reevaluation, moving things around, stepping back, seeing what's true, because again, my whole business is changing. There are new things coming in. And even though I'm not really sure what's happening with it, because I've been so in alignment with my intuition, because I've been listening, because I've been getting confirmation, which was what me and Veronica talked about yesterday, living in that space of all possibility, of hearing your inner voice, of following your inner guidance. That's why I'm moving again. It's not even been 6 months, you guys, because I'm being called to move someplace else. And it's exactly when I was told months ago I was going to be moving the month with a person that is just too bizarre, right? That's like, how would I know that person would have been the one? It's perfect, right? Everything is happening on your behalf, everything. Hey, my love. Hey, my love. We do get to talk. Your birthday's Wednesday. Do we get to talk on Wednesday? I hope so. I'll take you to breakfast. Think about it. Okay. So, you guys, what's in your best and highest Make integrous decisions. Make decisions that are aligned with you. If things don't feel well, if they feel chaotic, if they don't feel aligned, if they feel like they're trauma, if they feel like they're heavy, if they feel like they're too much work, if they feel like they're just not serving you, or if you're just freaking tired of spinning and living that kind of life, you guys, that's called emotional intelligence. Raising your emotional intelligence. The planet needs to raise that because we've been making really crappy decisions that don't serve us or anybody else for the most part, okay? Step back, step away. Remember, a no now doesn't mean a no tomorrow. And just because you're stepping back, it doesn't mean it's a no at all. It just means you're taking a break. You're stepping back. You're tuning in to see what's in your highest and best good, right? Yay, I love you too, Jill. That's a yes for Wednesday? Wednesday morning? Yay. Awesome. I get to tell you, I'm going to celebrate your birthday with you. And another one of my incredible Leo sisters. I have so many Leos in my life. It's absolutely crazy. And they're the most loving, incredible people on the planet. And I am so blessed that my tribe is full of other people too, but full of a ton of Leos. Seriously. All right, you guys. So again, remember to read the article. Get up to date on what's happening with these astrological changes. August is huge. Don't complain about it. Don't use it as a bad thing. When we talk about these astrological events, a lot of times, you guys, this is really an awakening. Like the planet is being called to awaken. Not everybody's going to hear the call, right? But if you're on here, you're listening, and you want to hear the call, and you want to do, yay, thank you, yay, Jill. All right, cool. We'll figure it out after I get off here. We'll figure out times and places and all that, and then we get to talk. I can't wait. Exciting things happening. I know you already know that. Living this life, you guys, when you live in possibility, when you live in spirit, when you live aligned, when you live listening to your intuition, following those steps, it is so exciting, right, Jill? No kidding. No kidding. It's so exciting. So remember, when you think about astrological events, you guys, it's not like a lot of people go, oh my God, it's a Mercury retrograde. My technical stuff is going down. I mean, I used to do this too, right? Because I had a couple of those happen during my summits, and everything was like a bit of a disaster for a while. People were in a bad mood. Things didn't work. But guess what? I've shifted my ways of being. I've shifted my ways of looking at things. And so what I look at now is, why don't we start living a life of belief, of faith, of positivity, of possibility, of opportunity, of all things good? Why don't we live from that space? Be intentional, like last night when I told you guys to create what it is that you want as opposed to what you don't want, and start feeling it, dreaming it, visualizing it, bringing it into existence, allowing it to coagulate in the ethers and actually show up for you, right? That's what you get to do. You can live in a space of negativity. I did my whole life. It was like, how did I wake up on the negative side of the bed? How's that possible, right? But I was around people who were negative. That's what I learned. And that's what I did for so many years. And now, when you really start living from a space, again, of faith, possibility, opportunity, you live in the quantum field of all possibility, you guys. You're God in human form. How much better does it get than that? Tap into that. Be grateful for that. Oh my God, what? You should be on your face and feeling honored. I acknowledge you. I acknowledge me. I acknowledge all of us for being chosen somehow and created somehow to come have this human experience, to be a part of the divine, to do the work of the divine, to be loved, to show up. I mean, my God, you can't be any more worthy than that. Like, why would have God created you if you're not worthy? Like, every single person on the planet is worthy, whether they know it or not. That's another thing, right? So again, be intentional. Create what you want. And I will post another video either later today or tomorrow about what I told you guys to do last night for homework before you go to bed. Again, it's about being really intentional. And it's the whole theme is life changes in the blink of an eye. Everything can change in the blink of an eye, and everything changes daily anyway. But get it to work for you. Get life to work for you. Again, remember impossible, that word? It's I am possible. It's not impossible. There's nothing that's impossible. When you live in the quantum field of all possibility, you create what you want. Literally, you're a deliberate creator. You're either creating what you don't want or you're creating what you do want. It takes practice. It takes practice. Jump in. It's worth the ride. It takes some work. It takes some time. It takes some elbow grease. It takes some being on the floor like crying and like I'm fucking over this because it's not working. It takes some praying. It takes like a lot of courage and a lot of fortitude to do it. But my God, when you get past that hump of how hard everything is, right? And you change your story from life is shitty and people are shitty and things are shitty to life is miraculous, filled with magic and miracles, and people, every person is a miracle. They're love. When you see that you can create anything you want, when you start becoming deliberate, when you start raising your emotional intelligence, when you freaking start standing up for your life and making choices that serve you. That's when things start to change, you guys. Listening to your higher self, following that hit. If spirit tells you that you need to go from a relationship and you need to leave that person, you get to leave them or not. How long do you want to suffer? How long do you want to suffer? How long do you want to keep that old story going? How long? You're in this incredible time of energy and change and possibility where the whole planet is, light is being shed. We're being awakened. We're being lifted. We're being called to change our emotional intelligence. And if you want a life of love and a life of peace and calm, it doesn't mean you're not going to have adventure. It means you're not going to have chaos and drama and trauma and wounds and spinning and uncertainty and moodiness and all those. It just means that you're like taking yourself out of that and you're putting yourself into an integrous place. And if it means being by yourself, you guys, you can disconnect from your kids and create boundaries. You can disconnect from your family and create boundaries. You can disconnect from intimate relationships and create boundaries. You can walk away from relationships, take a break, breathe, align. What's going on for you? Is it true for you or isn't it true for you? You can stay like I did in a 15-year relationship that was torturous. And I finally left after the fire and the breast cancer because I realized that if I stayed in that energy, I would die of something, cancer or something worse. It took me that long to take to make a decision that was in my highest and best good. My God, talk about, no emotional intelligence, right? Make a decision for yourself, even if it hurts, even if it's hard, even if you care about somebody and you don't really want to leave them, is it easier to stay and suffer and know that it's not aligned and know at some point the shit's going to hit the fan? It may even this month. August is the month, right? The shadow places are coming up. Or is it easier to step away and let that person, that situation, whatever it is, go with love? Let it go. Give it love. Send it love. Thank whoever that person or that situation is for the growth. They are your biggest teachers. It was your biggest teacher, right? Get what you need to get from it. Move away from it. Align with your truth. Take a deep breath. Raise your emotional intelligence. What am I here to do? What do I want in my life? I want to live the best life ever. I want to be of service. I want to create. I want to have prosperity. I want to have great health. I want to be happy. I want to have joy. I want to surround myself with incredible people who have high vibrations and they're positive and they're up and they're amazing and they have high emotional intelligence as well. They make great decisions. We're communicative, right? That's what you want or not. That's what I want, okay? So, again, make choices in your highest and best good because in the long run, it's going to serve you. It's going to serve the other person as well. And just like me, if you stay in a relationship for 15 years and it's not right, it's going to go down the toilet. It's going to emotionally, energetically, physically drain you, wear you out, kill you, whatever it's going to do to get your attention. Wake up. Wake up. This isn't happening. I had to let go of the eye candy because my life was holy hell behind closed doors and the eye candy just wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. And the other guy I could have been with wasn't as good looking for sure, and not my idea of good looking. But he was a catch. He was a gem. He was just a love. And I let that go because my emotional intelligence was, like about a big 0. Okay? So, go ahead again and read Meg Benedicte's blog post to be aware of what's happening this month. I will keep you informed as things are happening more and more. I'll encourage you to allow yourself to transform, go through what's hard, Learn the lessons, be grateful, get yourself in a space of all possibility and moving forward, okay? Because I want you guys to be all you came here to be. I do, okay? And again, if I'm off the grid, remember, I am going to be serving out the Ascension Leadership Academy, 3 days, probably 12, 15-hour days, one weekend, and 4 the next. I will be in Texas for almost 5 days. Then I'm going to be moving. Then I'm going to Oregon to see my daughter in September. I mean, it's like one thing after the other after the other. So I'll be around, right? But I'm going to be a little bit less present, and I may be off the grid for a while because this is a time, again, of nesting, pulling back, taking a look, examining, resting, moving into whatever's next, hearing my inner voice, just taking a breather from all the chaos and the drama and aligning myself so that I can move into the next phase of creation, which September is going to be an amazing month of creation. Creation, new opportunities, new possibilities, magic and miracles. And I want to stay awake and aware because I want to be on that ride, baby. No kidding, all right? Oh, you guys are awesome too. I love you guys so much. I get so long-winded, but there's so much I want to talk about. You know, and a lot of it's been experiential. I really want to encourage you guys because I get it. Like, I get it. You know, I was on the ride for a long time and I didn't get it. And now it's imperative, now that I'm getting it, that you guys get the concept, that you understand, that you do what's in your highest and best good because, you know, you don't have to suffer for 50 years like I did. You guys get to do it faster if you want to or not. Okay? All right, you guys, I'm going to take off, but I love you. I honor you. I see you. Again, remember, you're God in human form. You are filled with all possibility and potential. You're living in a quantum field of all possibility and opportunity. We're always not knowing what's next. The unknown. The unknown is around us, whether we think we know what's going on or whether we don't, whether we have a job or we don't. Nothing is known. Life happens in the blink of an eye, right? Right? So just when you think you have control, you don't. You have control over what you think. You have control over your actions. You have control over certain things, but you do not have control over anything else. And if you think you do, then you got some growing to do, right? Kathy, you rock too. Love you so much. Savitri, thank you. Anita, Jill, love you guys so much, so much. All right, so have an incredible Monday evening. I think I'll wait and pop in tomorrow and talk about what it was that I gave you guys for an assignment last night before you go to bed, because it's super important. It's really fun, and I want you guys to be able to do it. It's amazing. And I'll do it last night. Nobody could see me. It was in the dark. I was on the porch. So I'll do it from the office so you guys can see me, and I really want to take you through it again. I want you guys to start practicing this stuff, okay? So that you start creating a life that you want, right? Right. Right. That's what we're here to do, right? That's what we're here to do. Get rid of the judgment, the guilt, and anything that you've heard that says that we're not here to make, to have what we want. Because you are. You're here to have, be, do what it is that you want. And you're here to shine. Okay? All right, guys. Again, you have a great night. I'm going to take off, and I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for joining you. Love each one of you. Bye now.